You won't believe this. Yeah, a group of billionaires just made a move. And guess what? It's about you right now. They sat in their towers thinking they control everything. Nah, they decided your limits, your value, your next step. Wow. But here's the thing. They don't know what you're made of. Oh yeah, they're grinding, fighting, surviving. And this speech, it's for you. Only for you. Are you ready to hear the truth they never wanted? To feel the fire that rises when they doubt you? To laugh at their arrogance, their charts, their contracts? Nah, every word they whispered, every plan they made is weak. Welcome to our channel, Darkness Throne. And by the end of this video, you will rise. So stay locked, stay focused, comment your thoughts. Let's go. This is your moment. Yes, you, the one watching. Yes, I see you. Respect your grind. Salute your patience. Yeah, they think they hold the strings, but the strings are laughing. Do you feel it? That invisible weight pressing on your chest? The kind of weight money thinks it can buy? Yeah, it's heavy. Oh, they made a decision? A group of billionaires sitting in their towers with leather chairs and cold coffee decided something about you. And not just any something. They decided your value, your limits, your place in the game of life. And here's the thing, they smiled when they made it. They leaned back and whispered among themselves, thinking, this one they will break. Nah, they do not know the truth. Not yet. Look at it clearly. They see numbers, charts, graphs. They see who they think you are, but they do not see who you can become. They do not see the patience that can turn every setback into a step forward. They do not feel the fire that burns quietly in the chest of someone who refuses to bend to shortcuts, who refuses to bow to arrogance, who refuses to measure success by someone else's scale. They believe their towers protect them. They believe their money shields them. But life is not their ledger. Life is a test, and tests are meant to reveal the strong, the wise, the patient, the ones who rise when the world whispers stop and shouts impossible. Think about it. Every decision they made about you, they made with fear disguised as control. They think control is power, but power, true power, is knowing the difference between what can be taken and what cannot. They think fear can guide you. Nah, fear is a teacher, not a master. Fear is a mirror. It shows you what matters, what endures, what is real. And when you stare into it without blinking, when you walk through it without bending, you become the answer to every expectation they ever set against you. They think they understand you. They think they can limit you. But they cannot. They never could. Oh, the audacity of it all. The calm in their rooms, the gentle hum of their machines, the quiet certainty in their eyes. And yet, in that calm, in that certainty, they have made a mistake. A colossal mistake. They measured you with the wrong ruler. They judged you by the wrong standards. And the world, which they think belongs to them, laughs quietly at their error. It laughs in the spaces between your steps, in the silence before your voice rises, in the moments when patience becomes courage, courage becomes action, and action becomes change. Yes, change. that they will never see coming. And here's the thing. Here's the real truth that will echo long after their meetings end. They may have made a decision about you. They may have tried to define your path, but that path, oh wow, it bends wherever you allow it. That path is yours. Every choice, every breath, every quiet victory they cannot calculate, cannot predict, cannot control, is a step beyond their grasp. And it begins now, with one thought, one understanding, one refusal to be bound by their chains of assumption. Every cage is just another stage. Oh, you thought it was over? Nah. That laugh you felt in the last room? That tremor in their voice when they decided your fate? It was a signal, a test, a trap. Yes, a trap. And traps are clever, smooth, invisible, wrapped in velvet and gold, disguised as opportunity. They want you to believe you are seen, known and measured. But no one measures the strength that comes from patience. The real question is, will you fall into the trap, or will you watch it slowly unravel under your gaze? Think carefully. Every choice they made about you was designed to pull, to push, to contain, to frighten. They set up a stage, and they want you to dance to their tune. But here's the thing. Stages are not prisons unless you let them be. Every chain has a weak link. Every lock has a key. And every decision they impose carries the weight of their underestimation. Oh wow. They believe in control, but control is a shadow. Shadows can be stepped around or walked through, and in that step, you decide. You decide what matters. You decide what moves. You decide what is real. Yeah, it's tempting, isn't it? To see the gold, the contracts, the influence, and think maybe they know better. Maybe they are right. Nah, don't give them that power. They never earned it. They never understood that the human spirit bends but does not break. That when the world whispers give up, the patient respond with persistence. That when the strong oppress, the wise plan. That when the world measures by wealth and status, true worth is measured by resilience, courage, and action, guided by clarity, not by impulse. And here's the cruel brilliance of their trap. It hides in plain sight. Smooth floors, polite words, calculated nods. They think the path is theirs to dictate. They think the silence in the room is compliance. But silence can be louder than shouts. Silence can gather energy. Silence can prepare. And the moment you step forward, the moment you take the first careful, deliberate, quiet step, the trap cracks. Oh yes, cracks appear where they least expect. And those cracks, they widen. Slowly, surely, without mercy. This is the paradox they cannot see. The very decision meant to bind you is the opportunity to break free, to rise beyond the calculation, to turn expectation into surprise, to turn fear into strength. Every meeting, every word, every flick of the pen designed to limit you can be turned into proof of your endurance, proof of your focus, proof of your resolve. And when they notice, when the realization hits, it will be too late. They will see the result, the change, the strength that was never theirs to touch. And now, here's the hook. Here's the truth, waiting in the shadows. They may have set the trap, but traps are only powerful if you step inside? Will you, or will you bend the trap into your path, using their arrogance against them? Look into the glass. Do you see their fear, or yours? Oh, you stared, didn't you, into the mirror of their expectations. And what did you see? A shadow? A number? A version of yourself shaped by the judgment of others? Nah, that's not you. Not really. The mirror lies. It shows the reflection they want to see, the reflection that keeps you small, quiet, predictable. Yeah, predictable. But the truth, the real truth, is found not in their judgment, but in your response. In the quiet defiance, in the way you lift your head when the world whispers, "Stay down." Every word they spoke about you, every decision, every calculation was meant to cage you. But cages are fragile when the mind is awake. When patience meets strategy, when focus meets courage, when clarity meets action, the cage is no longer a cage. It's a stage. And you are the actor and the director. Oh wow, they think they wrote the story. They think they set the scene. But the pen is in your hand, and each word you write bends the scene toward truth, strength, and vision that cannot be bought. Yeah, it's scary. Don't deny it. The pressure, the expectation, the quiet judgment of people who never even saw your journey, it presses against you. But fear is not weakness. Fear is a signal, a teacher, a call to prepare, to plan, to step with awareness and purpose. And when you act through fear, when you let it guide rather than bind, it becomes fuel. Fuel for every careful move, every decision made with clarity, every moment of patience that builds into power beyond their understanding. And here's the brutal reality. They do not know the depth of your strength. They see your surface. They measure it. They try to contain it. But the strength that grows quietly, patiently, in the hours they overlook, oh yes, that is the kind of strength that cannot be charted on a ledger, that cannot be weighed in coins or contracts, that cannot be predicted. And when that strength moves, when it acts, when it asserts itself, it changes everything. Not with anger, not with spite, but with clarity, focus, and the unwavering belief that your worth is defined by your actions, not their assumptions. Oh, the irony. The very force they tried to limit, the very spark they tried to measure, is now rising in silence, like a tide, like a storm building in the quiet. And the first time they notice, the first time their calculations fail, it will not be gentle. It will not be small. It will be undeniable. They will see what they could not predict, what they could not control. And in that moment, your reflection in the mirror will no longer be a question. It will be an answer. And now, here's the truth. Waiting at the edge of this reflection, the mirror only shows what you allow it to. The chains only bind if you hold them. The trap only works if you step inside. So, will you let them define you? Or will you bend the trap, shatter the reflection, and step forward on your own path? Power is a joke, and they are the punchline. Oh, they think they are clever, don't they? Sitting in rooms with glass walls, shaking hands, nodding at charts, calculating your worth as if life is a ledger. Yeah, they believe every move is theirs to control, every outcome theirs to dictate. Nah, life does not answer to spreadsheets. Life listens to the quiet, the steady, the patient. And you are not a piece on their board. You are the player rewriting the rules as you move. Look closely. Every contract, every deal, every word they spoke, it was meant to trap you, to make you follow a path carved by their assumptions. But here's the brutal truth. Games only exist if you play by their rules. And you see the rules for what they are. Suggestions, not law. Oh wow, the moment you understand this, the moment you step off the square they marked for you, the game shifts. The pieces move differently. The board tilts under the weight of your awareness. Yeah, it's risky. Don't pretend it isn't. The quiet whispers in the corridors, the cold stares in meetings, the anticipation of their calculation, it presses against you. But risk is not a chain. Risk is a choice. It is the opportunity to act when others hesitate. It is the space where courage grows, where focus sharpens, where patience turns into power. And when you take that step, when you act deliberately, thoughtfully, the very structure they relied on begins to crumble, slowly, silently, surely. And oh, the irony is delicious. They tried to confine you with gold, with influence, with fear disguised as authority. But the very things they used as tools become mirrors reflecting their weakness, not yours. Their calm hides desperation. Their certainty hides doubt. Their words hide the cracks in the empire they believe is stable. And you are the storm gathering quietly, not out of anger, but out of clarity, patience, and the refusal to be contained by assumptions. The brilliance of this moment, the edge of this game, is simple. They cannot predict what they do not understand. They cannot measure the strength built in silence, in patience, in action guided by awareness. And when the first move is made, when the first quiet victory arrives, it will not be subtle. It will not be small. It will echo. Oh yes, it will echo in every room, in every expectation, in every plan they laid against you. And in that echo, you will see it clearly. The game was never theirs to win. And now, here's the hook. They could never anticipate. They set the rules. They built the traps. They calculated your place. But the real power, the real movement, lives in the choice to act beyond expectation. Will you wait for their approval? Or will you rise through the cracks they ignored? Will you let the game continue? Or will you rewrite it entirely? They decide, you deliver, but only if you play by their rules. Who said you had to? This is it. The moment they thought was theirs, the moment they believed they controlled, it is now in your hands. Every calculation, every decision they made about you, it was meant to bind, to limit, to predict. Nah, they underestimated one thing. The quiet force that grows in patience, that strengthens in focus, that rises when the world says wait and yield. And you have chosen to move. Look around. The paths they thought were closed are wide open. The chains they assumed would hold you are fragile. Every step, every choice, every breath is a declaration. I am not confined by your assumptions. Oh, yes, they will notice. They will watch, and they will not understand how the one they tried to limit has turned their control into fuel. Yeah, it's intoxicating. The power that comes not from wealth or status, but from clarity, discipline, and action guided by principle. It cannot be taken, it cannot be sold, it cannot be measured. Every trap they laid, every cage they built, has become a bridge. Every expectation they placed upon you has become a ladder. And with every deliberate step, every quiet moment of focus, every act of patience, that bridge rises, that ladder grows. You are moving in a rhythm they cannot predict. Oh, wow. And the first time they see it, the first moment they realize the game has changed, it will be undeniable. The walls they built, the rules they enforced, all of it bending under the weight of your resolve. Yeah, it is not easy. The fear, the doubt, the pressure, it is real. But fear is a teacher. Doubt is a guide. Pressure is a test. And when you walk through them with purpose, with patience, with clarity, you become proof of something they could never understand. Nah, they do not see it yet. They never did. And in the silence of their misunderstanding, your power grows quietly, steadily, relentlessly. And here is the final truth. The decision they made about you was never the end. It was a challenge, a mirror, a spark. And the rise that follows, the rise born of patience, focus, clarity, and deliberate action, it is a force they will witness but never control. Oh yes. The world is wide, the path is yours, and every moment is an opportunity to step further than they imagined. Every step forward is a statement. I am not defined by your numbers, your charts, your assumptions. I am defined by my choices, my discipline, my courage, my clarity. And now, here is the hook they cannot predict. The ending that is only a beginning. They thought they decided your place. They thought they wrote your story. But the truth is, the story was always yours to write. And now, oh wow, you've seen it all. Every move they made, every decision about you. Yeah. But here's the truth. You are stronger, smarter, sharper. Nah, they thought they could limit you, control you, hold you. But look at you standing tall, rising, thriving. Oh yes, this is your moment. Your power, your story. Yeah, every choice, every action, every breath you take counts. Wow. They may try to understand, they may try to predict, nah, but they will never see your spirit, your focus, your fire. So drop a comment. Let me see your energy. Share this video. Light the spark in someone else, because this monologue, this truth, it's for you. Yes, I respect your grind. I salute your patience. Yeah. Remember, the game is theirs, but the rise is yours. Wow. Keep moving forward. Keep proving them wrong. Oh, yes. And never forget, you are the one writing the story now. Nah. So take it, own it, live it, and let them watch.